What have I done? I didn't realize it was on Arena. Well, there have been good games on Arena before. But this will be pretty chill. Welcome to Low Elo Legends. 1v1 on Arena. This is the lowest Elo game going on in the world right now, which is 500 Elo, or just slightly below that. We have Yellow Stranger Danger playing in the red and playing as the Britons here. And then in the blue, this is a player I think we've seen before on the stream anyways in Low Elo Legends. We have player 744-104-540. By the way, if you call that number right now, you get a free cookie. So go ahead and give it a shot. I'm kidding. Don't do that. That's a very long number. I don't know if the username that he wanted to take. Like maybe he wanted to be player 744-104-539. And that was taken. So he just went for the next one. That's kind of what happened to me. I wanted to be T1 official. Then that was taken. T2 official was taken. And I had to go all the way to T90. Yeah, I'm not going to speed up here. We're going to embrace this for what it is. Get into the mind of the player. And the last time that we saw Blue, he took like all of his food at once. He did not have the population to take all the food. Check this out. I recall him taking 2 boars and all the sheep at the same time. Ah! He hasn't changed. He hasn't changed. Look at this. Okay, so he's brought in a boar. He's brought in a boar. There's 3 sheep that are just dead here, rotting away. And now he's going to take the next boar. He wants all the food. I think that this guy has somewhere to be or something. Really, you just need to chill and take your time. You're making this way too difficult for yourself. This is so amazing, man. Let's just count all the food that's rotting. 200 food, 80 food, 20 food. Woo, man. So I don't mean to laugh to make fun. I never do in Low Elo Legends, but I've never seen something quite this drastic in Low Elo Legends before. So it's funny how Low Elo players are always able to give us something new. Here the scouts are fighting, and red is red is losing that against blue. And you look at blue, this is a little bit more conservative, I guess. We do see sheep and boar being taken at the same time, but we actually have a lumber camp. There's still another boar out there to take later on. I guess something that blue doesn't really know, and they don't really make it easy to learn, as I think blue scout's going to die to the town center. Ding, 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 ding. Rip. Poor player. The one thing blue might not know is that food does decay. So if you kill something and then leave it there, the food is disappearing from that. Okay. You see how that boar is right by the wall? What are the odds that red can't find it? I mean, I've played arena games and I've not been able to find my boar. I have a feeling that red might not know it's there if it doesn't move around. We'll see. But back to blue's side. Blue now making lumber camp. I like how the lumber camp's placed and then blue says I need to chop the straggler trees. Also, blue picked Tatars in that other game too, I believe. So blue must feel like, oh my god, all the sheep are being killed. I think blue, who's taking all the food, maybe picked Tatars so there's more to eat. All right. Okay, this would be the natural. Oh my god, all the guys. Lesson here is just take one thing at a time. Even when you're eating from something, there is some decay as well. So ideally, you have 3 villagers on one goat, then the next, and the next, and the next. There's 4 dead goats here in a line. Yeah, this would be the natural time to maybe consider taking...
You suck.
Oh, that scared me.
Your videos gave me the confidence to jump online. Even though my heart rate goes through the roof every game, I'm loving it. Thank you for all you do for the game and the community.
Roman, I'm glad to hear it. I know that Low Elo Legends could also discourage people from playing online sometimes. What the? There's a mill over here? Okay, so player has now placed a mill here. Not understanding the logic behind the mill placement as blue is chopping down all the straggler trees. Thank you, Froman, for the 25. That's what Low Elo Legends is about. Low Elo Legends is showing people that playing online is not that scary. That there's people out there who play the game like them. That Age of Empires is a game where you don't have to be a sweaty tryhard all the time. That's what Low Elo Legends is all about. So I'm glad to help. Oh, it's not a mill for the deer. It's a farm mill. Aww. I always say when I watch Low Elo Legends, get into the mind of the player. Remember how you used to play before you knew things.
So long.
Or remember how you know, just maybe some people play like this nowadays. But this is amazing. Blue doesn't watch videos. He doesn't know. Also, the straggler trees, this might be inefficient, but in Blue's eyes, they're annoying. You know, how is he going to build buildings? Get them out of here. So he's just going to chop those down. And I don't know if Blue's ever planning on taking berries. Maybe Blue's more of a meat guy. Meat and a crop guy, but kind of like to see it. And I told you, no boar yet for Red. Now, that could have been because Red doesn't feel like he needs a second boar.
Ready.
But it also could be because it was hiding behind the wall. It's hard to say at this elo if there's going to be one thing that they're doing all the time. Maybe he has a berry allergy. Thank you. These are the things we don't think of. These are the things we don't think of. Hey, player is now going to mine some stone. Now, player has clicked the defuse age really early. I wonder if we're going to see any economy upgrades. Because this is by no means a fast castle for either player. I don't think they have that build order down. Okay, double bit axe, so that means faster wood chopping. I really hope we see horse color. Nice. Okay, that's good. Good to see. Also, 2 new sheep arrive. What is that exclamation blinking in your UI? I don't see any blinking. Oh, wait. I think Microsoft said that if you smell and you're ugly, you'll see a blinking exclamation mark at the top right of my stream right now.
Grayton?
That's what Bill Gates told me when I spoke to him on the phone earlier when we were discussing something else. I don't see anything. Do you guys see anything? I'm just kidding. I think it's one of my mods isn't working or something. That's been up there for a couple months for me with DE. I don't really have an answer for you. It was just a joke. Oh my goodness. I never thought about this idea. So we've seen The Legend of Wall. Right? The Legend of Wall. Hugely popular player who has since changed his name, by the way. I can't find his profile. Just passing. And The Legend of Wall would wall in the enemy. Player 744104540 is going to extend the wall for more protection. I think. It's funny, though. Blue has no scouting, so since the scout's dead, Blue doesn't really know what he's walling towards. Also, no loom, so this scout could get all the kills in the world, but I think this is an auto scout. Let's get some autos in chat. Right, Blue needs houses. Already has 4 houses here. Will now place 4 houses. SimCity? SimCity? Maybe 4 houses. What's Red up to? Red still has not taken that boar. Has placed all the houses up against the stone walls. I don't mind that. I think it gives you an extra layer of protection. However, one thing you have to consider is what's going to happen if they try and ram you down. It might sound like a good idea until they come in with siege, and then you're pop-capped badly because all your houses were on the front. So maybe it's better to build it in the back, just in case. But it's not the end of the world. And with blacksmith and a market, buildings that will be needed to go to Castle Age. So yellow, stranger danger. Who has the same vill count as blue. What? Blue. I mean, I suppose you protect the stone. But is this worth it? This is like... This is where all the diseased people in the town live. Oh, no. Oh no, he's about to get woo-woo-wooed by a snow leopard of all things. Rip. Yeah, I don't know. This is maybe where the gladiators duel, or that's where all the people with leprosy go. Oh my god, what the? We have more walls. It's like maybe he's gonna make siege in like if you make this into a maze and then you make siege in all the little gaps, it could be really awkward if the enemy tries to ram it down. Whoa. Okay. All right, so here we have the normal base. Here we have, maybe this is where all the craziness goes down. This is where all the gallows are. If this was Stronghold, I'd put the gallows here. And I used to always put the gallows and all the bad stuff in my Stronghold base right next to my, right next to the bars, you know, where all the drunkards were. I really want to play Stronghold this week. I'm unsure on if I'm going to stream. I don't have a scheduled stream for Wednesday, Thursday, but don't be surprised if I come on and play some Stronghold or something this week. Yeah, lots of walls. Like, I might do an hour or two of Age, because truthfully, I'm going to bring in more viewers that way and maybe convince some people to stick around. But I don't want any backseat gamers that know build orders for Stronghold. We're going to go full SimCity mode on that. Should be fun. Yellow Stranger Danger. I mean, it's Arena, right? You'd expect a boom. So I'd say that maybe Red's focus will be on extra TCs. So what's fascinating about Auto Scout that I need to bring up right now is once Auto Scout has scouted everything that's possible, Auto Scout no longer will scout crucial areas of the map. So it's not like Auto Scout at this point has any need to be out here, because what Auto Scout does is scouts the dark areas. And if Auto Scout has already scouted all of the possible dark areas, Auto Scout will prance around in the snow like this. So I don't think that Red's ever going to see these walls unless for some reason Auto Scout moves out. This is heavy investment into walling. And this whole time, Blue has been with 8 on food. So all the new villagers have been going out to wall or mine stone. We don't have him taking the sheep. Hasn't taken the deer. Hasn't even taken berries at this stage. Why yellow isn't Tello? Wait, what? What did I lie? What? Oh! Okay, here's Auto Scout. And no, that's not Auto Scout. Okay, Red clicked it out here. Interesting. Alright, so maybe Red realized what it was up to and is now going to build town centers in the back. Maybe these people want to feel super safe. I mean, I would suggest building it on a resource. Here would be good. Here would be good. Okay. Bowie BK, I don't care how funny that game is. I can promise you nothing's going to match this. As the walls are extended. It's funny. Some days someone says, hey, check out this pro game. And I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds awesome. On Low Elo Legend Day, I'm locked in. There is not a single pro that could ever tear me away from this. More territory being gained by player 744-104 540. Also, oh boy, Snow Leopard attacks. And the people are here to defend him. Except he's a coward. He doesn't have the guts to... Oh! Did he just do that on purpose? Do you think that was on purpose? If you build a building over top of where an animal is, it will de-aggro it for a second. The micro! Hey. More stone, me lord. Player is collecting all the stone. And really has expanded a lot here. I can't help but giggle at the fact that he went for a massive stone wall, like in a variety of different areas, but now is going to make a house wall. Has made a market and a blacksmith in the back of the town. And now a tower. Is that to protect the relic? I assume that's to protect the relic. Alright, so we can't just wall the relic. We have to make a tower. Got it. Because we don't have the stone to make more walls. Okay. Only 800 stone, guys. Instead of just walling to the edge of the map, we're going to make a tower. But the tower attacks. That's different. Look, I told you, this guy's exiled. I don't know what he did. He probably, like, looked at the queen the wrong way, you know, checked her out for a second, and then the king got mad. The king is very merciful. I think, historically, worse things would happen. But, okay, he's got a mind stone because he thought the queen was hot. Look, he's been damaged. Look, he's 18 HP. He's been damaged. So, obviously, something went down there, but it could be worse, I suppose. Oh, okay, and now we're going to see walls. There's actually an Age of Empires scenario called Wall Builders, where all you do is wall out the enemy, and that's what Blue is playing right now. That's essentially what's happening. Did someone say that Red got supplies? Did he actually get supplies? Does he want to make champions? See barracks here. I also see a lot of villagers for Red. 4 town centers. They are cheaper with Britons. And honestly, Red should never in a million years lose this game. Way more economy, both in villagers on resources, but just overall villagers. Blue is now making barracks as well. Do Cumans get supplies? I don't know if Cumans get supplies. I feel like they don't. Supplies is the upgrade that makes infantry cheaper. So if that's what Red wants to make long term, I don't think that's a bad move. I like how Red has done nothing to stop the walls. Did scout various areas of the walls. And is manually moving the scout at this point, but... Oh, he's Tatars. Why did I think Cumans? I'm sorry. Why did I think Cumans? I guess the architecture is the same. Now we have a relic here. So instead of building a monastery safe in the back of his base, Blue thinks, let's just put the monastery here. I don't think that's great planning. Also, this is really unfortunate, but Blue does not realize there's a hole here. Oh, no, I can see it happening. I can see it happening. I can see Red running right around. But hey, that's why you wall more than once. That's why he has another layer. This is all extra resource, whatever, if you lose this. Oh, never mind. Blue's double checking here. Oh, nice. Hey, guys, do Tatars get fortified wall? All right, these villagers are now exiled. That queen must be really attractive. Monastery in the... What the... Wait a second. So he made the monk from the forward monastery. And now the monk has to take the journey back home. Oh, it's a religious thing. God is more pleased with the journey. I see. It's a religious thing. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. You have to leave your friends and family. You have to abandon everything. It's pilgrimage. Exactly. But I mean, I guess he gets that relic faster. Which was the main thing.
Why are you such a plebcaster? T90 nerd JK.
Hey! You know, if you say mean things, you can't just say JK after it and make it all go away. You know that, right? Feelings can still be hurt. Thank you. What's up with T90 hates cheese in Twitch chat? Where did that come from? Did I miss something? I don't recall ever making a comment about cheese that was negative. Like... I love cheese. And nah, forward town center. This is to populate the unknown territory. Okay. Prove it, name every cheese. I'm not gonna name every cheese. I don't need to prove my allegiance to cheese to you. There's a monastery from Yellow Stranger Danger. Yellow Stranger Danger sees some relics, and is that the first real attack of the game? Blue going on the offensive with the tower. So here's the deal, guys. This is how deep Low Elo Legends think about this. This isn't just a house for population space. No. Red is trying to expand his civilization, understand the ways of foreign towns.
Yay.
And the only way that people are comfortable to expand past their comfort zone is to settle down. And if you suddenly settle down and you see that there's arrows flying into your back window, you're never going to want to expand. And players already thought about that. The houses are set up. The people are familiar with the climate here and the terrain. One villager castle. It's an extra layer of defense. Now, I am rather concerned because it's 53 villagers per player. And, oh, that castle! That castle's such a low Elo castle. It's right in the corner of the stone walls. And more stone walls! Holy potatoes! Alright. Well, in the Legend of Wall video, it was different, but players do get kind of flustered when they see walls. There's a lot Red can do, starting off with go up to Imp! You know, going up to Imperial. And in Imperial, you can make siege. Notably, Trebuchets would be fantastic. And with Trebuchets and army to protect the Trebuchets, you should slowly but surely push blue back. Blue will have 3 relics. So if this game goes super, super late, advantage blue. I say this as blue's making skirmishers. And red has 3,000 gold, 3,000 food, and is on the way to Imp, making 8 stables. So I think red just wants options. I think red is the barracks, red is the ranges. Oh yeah, look at this. This is cute. 6 ranges, 5 barracks, 8 stables. Oh yeah, I forgot about this build order. This is actually a classic build order. It's the 5-6-8 build. Yeah, after the 36-12. 89 villager boom. It's actually highly calculated. But you have to delay blacksmith upgrades in order to do all that. So then you have to get your blacksmith upgrades all at once after that. So the downside is you have to wait 3 hours for that. But okay. No castle yet for Yellow Stranger Danger, but that's also part of the build. This is a farm bug, by the way. Those farms are completely fine. That's a graphic thing, thanks to E. And let's get an update on Blue's economy, shall we? Blue still has 11 on food. I think, are those additional farmers? I think those are new farmers. It's funny how he thinks, I'm fine at home, I don't need more villagers here. More stone walls! Blue, this is straight up playing for the disconnect here. If you're walling like this,
so glad
Palisade Gate.
Subbing. Learned a lot in only 3 months.
Oh wait, okay, no, we got to get rid of the Palisade Gate. But yeah, you're just hoping that the enemy computer does not work well in post-Imperial and that it freezes and disconnects. Someone just called this the onion strategy. Oh my god, that's probably the best way to explain it. The onion strategy. You have to peel back all the layers of the onion. It's perfect because it makes you cry. Just looking at it makes me want to cry. So I think that's what we'll call this. The onion strategy. Now blue, funny enough, with only 15 on food this entire game, does have the resources to go Imp. I'm really concerned that blue, because I doubt a lot of these players have hotkeys for some of this stuff. And I think that blue is going to struggle to find that blacksmith because it's behind the gate and the monastery's tower, which looks really cool, by the way. I really wonder like whose job it is to raise the flags on that. I don't think we talk enough about the flag villagers or however that works. Maybe technology was pretty advanced. I don't know. But, what's the plan, Blue? Oh my god. Okay. Think about what Red will have to do. Red will have to make siege, right? Britain Trebs. Pretty freaking cool. Warwolf Trebuchets. But Tatar Trebuchets, they have more range. He has a lot of wood. a lot of gold and a lot of castles. Is he actually going to go wall and treb defense? If there was ever a player that would go wall and treb defense, I think it would be this player right here. Meanwhile, Red, who's been an imp a while, is going light cav and is now massing some trebuchets. But does not know about the castle there. There's so many different layers to this onion. I don't know enough about onions. I don't know the different kinds. Well, I know some different kinds, but I don't know which onion's the biggest. We have Keshiks, okay. But the onion has not yet begun the peeling process. Can we talk about how cool it is? Like, this is kind of out of left field, but do you ever have an interest in anything in life? You know, I don't know. Do you ever have an interest and you felt like you were alone in that interest and you kind of felt like you couldn't share that interest with anyone else? How cool is it? How we're sitting here looking at noobs, amazing noobs, play Age of Empires, and we have thousands of people genuinely interested in what's going down here. Like, I always say, get into the mind of the noob. I feel like we've all accomplished that right now. And there it is. There it is. That's the upgrade that gives the Trebs extra range. Also, that gives him the ability to make flaming camels. The other unique tech is silk armor. I still am not completely sure that Blue knows what these technologies do. But remember, I saw Blue play on Friday, and Blue was picking Tatars still. I kind of regret it, though. For some people, this is really interesting. For other people, this is like a horrible, horrible car crash with multiple fatalities, and you just can't look away. So, I suppose not everyone is here for the same reasons. But I really appreciate you guys. And thanks for letting me do what I do. Oh, man. Yellow Stranger Danger. Using the defend or guard hotkey. Or not necessarily the hotkey, but he's commanded his halberdiers to protect the Trebs. Also, researching Heated Shot, for those that don't know. Heated Shot is an upgrade that increases tower and castle fire damage against ships. Kind of hard to use that when there's no water on this map. Alright, so the houses are going down. Blue had planned for this. Here goes Blue with the first batch of Trebs. If Blue had upgrades on these Keshiks, if they were elite and he had blacksmith upgrades, that'd actually be pretty sick here. But those halberdiers, there's a lot of them with upgrades. Blue just... he's the superior player when it comes to eco. Or not Blue, Red is. Excuse me. Yeah, so more layers of walls. And it was good micro from Blue to realize that the Trebs had to be pulled back here. We now have 20 range trebuchets, or not, what am I talking about? 18 range trebuchets. No, 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 not the houses. This is why you need, no. He's using Trebs against light cav. Oh boy, that's not good. But you have more chances after this, Blue. It's fine. This is why you build different layers of walls. I knew you should have gone with a different contractor. Everyone said not to trust the contractor that built this neighborhood. Sure, they were cheap, but I don't know if it was worth it. Alright, so now it's time for Blue to fall back. Now, he was only creating Trebs out of the forward castle. The first and second layer of the onion have officially been peeled. Now I think we'll see Trebs from these castles. Yep, yep, yep. Look, look. Oh, and it's double the production. You can't compete with that. It's double trouble, pal. Also, very important thing to get, apparently, is armor and attack for skirmishers when you're making Keshiks. Yeah, it's now on to level 3. If you get to level 6, you officially win the game. If you're Yellow Stranger Danger. This is no longer Age of Empires. This is some other game. That's a lot of houses to deal with. So we'll give Blue some time. If Blue got his upgrades, I'm telling you, man, Keshiks with skirms could be amazing here. Light cav with Britons, it's not the worst, but it's also not the best. They don't get Bloodlines. A lot of other civs out there get that and Hussar. So it's a little weird to me. Also, Red's not really mining a lot of gold. There's a lot of gold out there. I mean, Red could last for hours. And don't get me started about the other resources. I mean, if you look at the wood count of Red, I mean, he's getting to the point where he might need to call a doctor about that one. Hopefully it doesn't last longer than 4 hours. So I guess Blue's thought process was just make as much stuff as possible in these different sections, so I have time to recover. We're actually going to have chemistry, masonry, fortified wall, and murder holes. All pretty relevant technologies. It does apply to everything he's doing. That's all coming in. Did anyone see if the Britain player got Warwolf? I don't think Warwolf came in. If Red had a king, I would suggest not putting the king anywhere near the Trebs. I know a guy who made the mistake once. No, Siege Engineers is already completed, actually. He's at 16. Like, isn't the max range on these Trebuchets 19 range? After you get the Timurid Siegecraft? Yeah, so he is 16 plus 3. So he actually does have the upgrades. Oh, and now there's Arbalests here. But it's all about the Trebs right now. The Keshiks are pretty weak. Blue's still queuing up the Trebs. I love how Blue probably picked Tatars just to do this. I need to look at more games, man. Last time I saw Blue play was on Arabia, and he just got stomped. I wonder if maybe he favorites Arena. Can someone look at his profile and tell me? My guess is he plays a lot of Arena. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Blue, fall back! Fall back! Fall back! Fall back! The gate is falling! Hodor! Fall back! Okay, he plays a lot of Arena. 75% Arena. Okay, so he's an Arena clown. Just a more unique Arena clown. Okay, so Blue realized that the gate was going down and has to fall back. That's actually the best way to counter this, though. The best way to counter this is just attack the gates from really far away. That's what happened there. Yeah, Blue could have been here in theory to take out these Trebs, but it was a very risky play. And now everything's fortified. Elite Keshik is on the way for player 744-104-540. Looking for Trebuchet tips? Just give 744-104-540 a call today. We will not only give you Trebuchet tips, but we will throw in a few forward houses that are getting destroyed. Which is actually quite bad for Blue now, because Blue is pop-capped, and Blue is now going to walk past the berries that were never eaten and make, wow, a lot of houses. How many Trebs do you need for this to actually work? I don't think it comes down to the amount of Trebs. I think it comes down to the amount of patience you have. Still, no blacksmith upgrades on the Keshiks. And now the castle's going to go down. Oh, man. Blue's going to be so unbelievably pop-capped. 7 of his last 20 games have been Tatars. What other civilizations has he been picking on Arena? I'm just assuming he's picking Tatars. Maybe he's not picking Tatars. Maybe he saw the Legend of Wall video and was inspired. Look at it! It's working! It's working! He can finally use the range. He's doing it. Get those Pog emotes going. Oh! That is some nutty range. No, not even joking around here, exaggerating. I think players just click stuff in the university, because he, too, is getting heated shot now. Does have quite a few Cav Archers queued. He's playing Portuguese often. Really? So he's pretty much doing what the Legend of Wall does, then. Well, he probably picks Portuguese and does Bombard Cannon defense. Apparently, he didn't see the co-op challenge video where I tried to use Tatar Trebuchets and they're garbage at hitting things. Can't even hit Trebs here. Look at this. He has 7 Trebuchets. Still can't hit these. Accuracy is horrible. What's this look like from Red's point of view? Honestly, this is pretty menacing from Red's point of view. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, wait a second. The Keshiks are there. Blue was... This is all part of Blue's plan. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's working. This was all part of his plan. What a masterpiece. Blue's defending the choke. Red can't attack there. Red cannot attack there. If Blue could use those Trebs up against the Light Cav, it'd be pretty sweet too. I mean, the micro could definitely be better. Now also, when Keshiks fight, you earn gold. And now Red's gonna run in the gate. This is what we call jugated here on Twitch. He's been jugated or debated because there's halberdiers back here. And let's count how many Trebs Red can take out. I sell 1, 2, 3. And now suddenly... Red has to regroup. Guys, I can see this working. I can see this working. What on earth is this? Remember, Blue has 3 relics versus Red's 2. So long term, he'll be better off because of that. Did mine through the 1 additional gold already. Still a lot of gold for Red to mine. So if Blue does win, we might be here for the next 3 hours. I like how Blue said, I don't need the sheep. I'll even give the sheep to Britons. That's how confident I am. But Blue, seriously, make more houses. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that was one thing that Blue would have wanted to do better. What are their elos? Winner here makes it into Hidden Cup 4. So, pretty high up there. They've been maintaining top 20 ranking for the past couple months. It's just... People don't respect their strategy. Upgrades for Red's also lacking. Red, who has a lot in the queue and is at 200 pop, only has the fletching upgrade. I think Red should be going for heavier siege. Red really should be going for Onager here. Light Cav doesn't feel like... I mean, it doesn't cost gold, and you have 17,000 food, so you can make them forever, but... It doesn't feel like a great use of your population. Blue is getting Arson, because that's needed when you're sitting in your own base and not attacking enemy buildings. He is getting Heavy Scorpion, which... I mean, what WWFD? What would Fatslob do? Fatslob would Stonewall and make Trebs and Scorpions. I think it was. You could go Onager, Scorpion, Treb, and if you are able to stonewall the base, you can make it work. It's very similar to Fatslob in some ways. I really am not sure if Red has Warwolf. I guess I could check the tech tree, but we really need to pay attention to how Red reacts to this. Like, Red's game plan is to take out the gates and then send in the Light Cav. And while the Trebs have a ton of range, they're not very accurate against enemy Trebuchets, these Tatar Trebs. But Blue is getting disheartened by this, and Blue is going to back away. Oh! Big pick off there. T90, have you ever done any Low Elo Legend deathmatch? I have not. I feel like... With respect to Low Elo deathmatchers out there, I don't think it would be very entertaining for me. Because it quite simply comes down to who creates more. Listen, I'll tell you what you can do. If you really want Low Elo Legends deathmatch, just start watching this video from here on. Just skip the first hour. Now we're in post-imp. They have endless resources. And they're both spamming imp units. There you go. Now it's deathmatch. They are missing a lot of blacksmith upgrades. Bagman Andy. I'm actually not familiar with that channel. So I can't say I've thought of doing a collab there. Okay, so Heavy Scorp. Keshik, Cav Archer. Where are these villagers going? Oh my god, you're kidding me. This side's a little bit leaky. All right, he needs to plug the gaps. All right. He really needs to make sure. I mean, hey, if red doesn't spot that, it's just going to be that much more annoying. Is he repairing the gates too? Oh my word. Oh my word, he's repairing everything as well. I think red might be getting... Type a 1 in chat if you'd get frustrated here. It all depends on the low elo logic. They're both low elo. If you look, 466, Yellow Stranger Danger. Now this is crazy. Yellow Stranger Danger is actually higher rated, or lower rated, excuse me. But I think player probably has the higher rating because of winning games like this. Whereas if it was all Arabia, you know, player might be 200 elo. Like Mr. GoPro Gambler out there. Onager, there you go. Now with Onager you can cut the trees, and that would be epic. You've seen the Legend of Wall video. He must have faced up against people doing that enough times. He would Onager cut to the edge of the earth and wall there as well. What a legend, man. Legend of Wall. Chuck E. Cheese says, I would have quit by now. Oh, man. You don't have what it takes to beat this legend, apparently. This is wild. Okay. Actually, all the gold is gone for blue. As far as mineable resources go. In general, yeah, he's mined through all stone. He's mined through all gold. Now, you look at red. Red's making a tower here. That's very weird. Still has gold, but it's only about 900, but 4,000 in the bank. Okay, so relics do become important here. Comes red to see what's going on, sees the trebs. This is such a task, man. And no way! Blue, after re-walling it, went out treb down red's castle. And watch red. Red's thinking, oh, okay, we broke that down. I can go deal with that. And red just didn't realize what was happening there. And red has probably clicked his units over here and tried to click them in there. I don't think there's a hole. How do you like me now? Well, down goes that castle where there were 6 trebuchets queued. And now we have Yellow Stranger Danger attacking this piece of wall. Okay, so he wants to break through there. Yeah, Rams would be fantastic. People asking what to do here, Rams would be fantastic. Yeah, and the chokes that Blue has created for himself is giving him problems here. Oh, and now there's Arbalest, and he's pulled the siege over. But big thing for red is he doesn't have blacksmith upgrades, so it's making it even worse. Oh my word. The Legend of Wall 2.0, but with the twist, with the power of the strongest trebuchets, or the trebuchets with the most range in the game. But red is broken through here. The repair villagers are holding one of those gates open. That's super awkward. Red will take out these 2 trebuchets. And the light cab will not live to tell the tale.
T90 Pog.
This is a traffic jam. And now the trebs... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Actually, funny enough, I think the trebs will survive. As long as Blue's patrolling. I don't think he is, though. I don't know. There's not much micro here. Let's be honest. The units have a mind of their own. But yeah, he has more military. Alright, so the Keshiks work their way through. And suddenly Blue is full of confidence and ready to push forward. So when I saw the Legend of Wall video, remember, that was at 13 or 1400 Elo. We have the one guy, the You Got Douched guy. He's walling people in with Palisades with a TC drop. That's 13, 1400 Elo. But low Elo, this stuff is so much more possible. I think red is going to lose hope. Red doesn't know what to do. And when you attack with Keshiks, you earn gold. So a little bit of gold here or there. Very helpful. Doink, doink, doink. Gold, 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 gold. And now blue will back away. Now, I wonder if blue will be able to push forward without walls in front. Or do you think blue is going to buy stone and have to build walls in front of his army every time? Because it seems to me, as these villagers go out this way to build another layer of wall. Yeah, I knew it. Oh my god, this is going to take forever. That's literally 5 times the space he's bought himself there. I don't think his units can get through. But yeah, he's only comfortable fighting if he has a layer of defense in front. I wonder if blue knows that you can sell wood at the market. You can buy stone at the market. Have you ever lost a game feeling like you're the better player, chat? Not like this, but just in general. Have you ever lost a game and said, how did I lose to someone who's so much worse than me? I think we've all kind of been there. Whether we've been lying to ourselves in those instances or not, I think we've all been there. And I think Yellow Stranger Danger might feel that if this game is lost, but I think straight Halberdier. Now, granted, there's still defense upgrades missing, but only Halberdier should be pretty epic here. Because the Keshiks don't have any defense or attack upgrades. Or bloodlines, I don't believe. Just passing? Okay. For blue, it's all about getting space, right? To expand the walls. Hello? Are you fighting? Or you... What's the deal here, blue? Well, I mean, if blue never engages, then all of his Keshiks will die. Okay, let's click them over here. Maybe he was trying to get back in? Or closer to the Cav Archers, maybe. The elite Keshik's doing a pretty good job. You'll see how blue's clicking units. Probably not patrolling, but the Keshiks are doing work. And they don't really, but they almost pay for themselves. Because you're killing that many units. Does blue have loom? Good question. Yes. Yes, blue does have loom. And here comes blue now to expand the walls. This is gonna take forever. He's building the onion back up. I didn't know onions had the ability to regrow their layers. Oh, and stables. Oh. Very sneaky. 8 of them, too. Oh, it's the same amount. They know the same builder. Oh, it's never mind. It's way more for red. Okay, so let's throw that joke out of the window. Guys, blue has an extra relic and clearly has no faith in his or her abilities in open space. Because the home map is arena and... Oh my god. Oh, this is so epic. But red, why did you have to wait till now? And why are you going the absolute longest way? Red is trying to onager cut the whole way around the map. Oh, please tell me he can hold on. Please tell me he can hold on. This is going to take forever. Oh, man. This is... He's already been doing this for a long time. Props to chat for pointing that out. Oh, please. Please let this happen. Players just researched Bombard Tower. But player doesn't have the stone. He must be buying it now. Because he has 600. For red... I mean, quite obviously at this point, realizes that middle is not an option to push. And I think red will lose ground, which is quite dangerous. Lots of production buildings, lots of houses. But if blue takes his good old time, as blue is now getting... Did blue just click Elite Step Lancer? Blue did click Elite Step Lancer. Interesting. Again, with no upgrades from the blacksmith whatsoever. And heavy Cav Archer, wow. But yeah, if red has the time to keep onager cutting through, this could be amazing. Eklar says, this is the game of my dreams. I haven't even dreamt of a game this good. Because the thing is, this never happens. Because people are too freaking good nowadays. Like, they you don't do anything in the middle for long enough, and then you get stomped, right? So this is rarely an option. But Yellow Stranger Danger is halfway there. I don't know if Yellow Stranger Danger is living on a prayer, but I do know the Low Elo Brain. Someone resubbed earlier and said that their heart beats a mile a minute when they play. Can you imagine Red right now? Like, I hope he doesn't see me. I hope he doesn't see me. I hope this works. I hope this works. I'm going to email it to T90. I'm going to send it to his business email, even though he said on YouTube countless times, please don't spam me with games. I'm going to do it anyways, because he'll make an exception for me. That's right. That's right. He'll make an exception for my game. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What does he send? It's got to be light cav then, right? Actually sending in the light cav here. This is a really awkward bunch of units to fight. Just Britain light cav. I mean, cav archers with decent ups. Heshiks. Step lancers. Scorpions. Yeah, the light cav should get mopped up there every single time. But we'll see what Blue's production is like. We'll see how much gold Blue has. I think Blue has spent so much gold buying stone. Here goes Red. Now Red has more in the queue. Has not really set any gather points for any of his buildings, actually. I think straight Halb, like Halb light cav, if you have 50 Halbs, 50 light cav, it still does kind of well against this. But you need to have a constant queue. Blue has moved forward. Red is still so far away. I went from thinking I'd be so happy if Blue won this game this way. But I think almost all of chat has gone from rooting for Blue with this wild strategy to rooting for Red to make this happen. Like, can you imagine? Oh, it'd be so cool. And it would make me so sad if Red doesn't at least get to focus on that and get through in time. Red didn't forget about his Onager. He's being attacked. He's nervous. There's a lot to focus on here. That's the thing. Like, focusing on this and also doing everything else is not easy. Red does have 7,000 gold. Oh, the onion is almost peeled.
For the first time in months.
And also, I
could
could be wrong on this because it's post-imp, but I'm pretty sure Blue doesn't have... Maybe he has Town Watch, right? He probably has... Let's look for a house. Yeah, maybe he has Town Watch, but he doesn't have Town Patrol, so I don't think he's going to really see this. Funny enough, there's some Lumberjacks over here, but Blue's not paying attention to that. Blue thinks the game is won at this point. And honestly, it might still be. It might still be won, because Red has to send light cav the whole way around. Here are the Scorpions not really fighting. The light cav not really fighting. The Halberdiers not... The Halbs not being in the queue is the problem. Can Red delay this big snowball of a push? Red's focusing down some Trebuchets, which is a very good sign for him. This is actually a solid fight for Red. It only has 30,000 food, so I'm not sure if he can continue to make more light cap. I need to consult someone who's better with math, but these stables, I believe, are the raid stables. And Red now will try and bypass the almighty onion. Multi-layer walls with a raid soon. And it could just straight up cripple Blue. I mean, the relics could be out of the monastery. Blue would have to pull his forward attack back home. This is not pretty. And at the, you know, we could have the most epic base trade ever, actually, if Red takes down this gate and runs in. Red, you gotta pay attention. Oh, he's lost houses. That's bad. Red is building more houses in the back now. Very similar to what Blue had to do earlier. Also, the bird caught on the edge of the map. A sign that this game is going to be good. Red is focused on the things at home. Red, you've got to look forward now. You've got to look forward. You've got to focus here. Is it too late? Now, Blue is no longer using the Trebuchets when only behind stone walls. Probably because he cannot afford to make more stone walls. I'm not sure what's happened here, but the light cab are bugged out because of the one tile gap. come on, red. Come on, red. Everyone say go red with a smiley face in chat right now. You guys don't realize this, but you have the power to influence games in real time. Watch. I told you. See? Did I not tell you? This is live. Did I not tell you? Okay, he's now paying attention. The light cav taking a reasonable fight, but still the KD is horrible. He has gold to spend. He really should be making Arbalest. It's because the Arbalest died before. And now his ranges are going down. He didn't get the upgrades. Oh boy. He's about, I'd say 5. No. What am I talking about? 8 to 10 hits away from being through. I'd love to see him use these stables, queue them up right into this choke, and start sending units through. But still heavy focus on defense. And the fact that blue has Halb in there is helping him so much right now. Even without the upgrades, Halberdier's massive help. Plus Keshik's earning him some gold with some of these fights. Just so many units from blue. Okay, say go red again. Chat, you know the deal. Say go red. Smiley face. Go red. Smiley face. Thank you. I appreciate it. As does he. There he goes. He's getting there. He's moving. He hasn't queued anything yet. And I'm actually going to go to blue's point of view here. Now, listen from blue's perspective for a second. Listen. Will blue react to that? I don't think so. You'd have to be looking at this part of the screen at this time, and there's just no reason to. That's not him reacting, right? That's him finishing a tree. Okay. Now, is red? Oh, here comes the siege. Here comes the light cap. Oh my god, this is so crazy. This is so crazy. But, like, defend yourself, my friend. Let's go! Chat, if you were sub to this channel, this is when the T90 Go emote should be used. This is what the Let's Go is all about. Let's go! Oh, man. What a ridiculous game. It's 100. It was just 169 pop versus 196. Dum da 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 dum. Come on. Also, red, you should be a bit more stealthy and stop using the attack ground here. But yeah, blue will never reboom. I refuse to believe that blue will reboom at this point. Blue thinks that this is an impenetrable base.
Red smile.
Blue thinks he's got him. Oh man, blue has so many units too. I didn't realize that. Look at this. Look at this. His forward attacks could be so much more convincing. We have to wait for the villagers and the siege. And also the onagers are going back the wrong way. Alright, that guy's just going to stop and chop a tree now. So I guess red wants this surprise to really count for a lot. Oh yeah, that helps. Alright, and the Trebs are here, so the Trebs could attack the castle. And now, is that blue reacting? Or did the units just spot the light cav and start going that direction? Box formation skirmishers from blue, as he's also going to treb down everything red has. Who wins? Who wins? What is this? Red is also dying at the same time, and we have the town bell from red at least. But red is going to be badly pop-capped. Blue will lose that castle. The monastery could also go down if blue does not react, as will the houses, because red clicked the houses. I guess since red is getting pop-capped, he thinks that he should do the same. Blue. I think blue is still winning here. Even though red has the gold, it's just red can't focus on doing everything that needs to be done right now. But here come more light cav, as the siege workshops will go down. The monastery is a pretty big deal, though. Looking at the HP here. Kind of feel like it might be... I mean, it's certainly possible for red if he makes archer ranges and houses and makes archers. But as blue's going to make forward houses. Red has villagers here. And losing those villagers will mean he'll have more military pop space. Update on the houses for blue. Blue's house situation is still decent. The light cap from red here. Need to engage soon. I love how blue's building forward houses. That's actually amazing. He must realize now that that bad things have happened over here. He's farming forward. Yeah, look at this. He's relocating. My base is yours. Your base is mine. Here comes red. But the thing is, blue doesn't have any defense for this. So he'll lose everything in the back. And then red also doesn't have any defense for this. What the... I would die if they both start building town centers in the enemy base. And they just switch sides. I used to have 3 relics. Now you have 3 relics. I used to have 2 relics. Like, whoever had the most relics would flip-flop. The ecos would flip-flop. Everything would flip-flop. Okay, we've knights now from player going after the trebs. That won't be enough. He might get 1 or 2. But it's the pop capping that's really damaging red right now. But again, when he loses villagers, it actually gives him more population space for light cav. And blue is not microing here. No, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. He is mainly skirmishers in this force. Oh my god. He's light cav are going to own here. If red is queued, he's light cav should do quite well long term, I think. But oh, never mind. That's like 60 skirms. Hand cannons and knights, full panic mode. Coming back to take out the trebs. Blue still not pop capped. Still has relics. Thought it'd be better for red, but wow, it looks like maybe red can't do this. 8,000 gold! 8,000 gold and making light cav. No. Red. Make your own onion. That's what you do, right? You make your own onion. You run through. You wall. Blue making skirmishers. They do 1... Yeah, they do 1 damage to the light cav. This is why I felt like the light cav would own there. It's 150 pop for blue, who still has a lot queued. And it's only 80 or 90 pop for Yellow Stranger Danger, who still has resources. Oh my god, it's happening. No! Blue spotted it! Or maybe didn't spot it, but will deny the town center. No! Red actually has to delete walls and houses because he has to go out this way. Red needs to defend right now with the light cav. These light cav will go in after the trebs, though. Props to these players. Their micro and queuing is actually pretty good for their elo. Would you guys agree? Like, look at red. I would have gone for the trebs first as a guarantee, but sniping the forward villagers. Come on, get the trap. I just said your micro was good. Get the trap. All right, well, I take it back. Blue's house situation is still good. Blue's still with relics. Red does not have relics. Blue is probably going to steal these relics. I think red has sent villagers over to finish the town center. I don't know where he's going exactly. Never mind. But yeah, the situation's still manageable for blue. It is much worse for red. And so the chop through, I don't think, has been enough in what was an unbelievable, ridiculous game.
Looks like blue walled themselves in. I thought the winning strategy was to wall in your opponent. Well, you live and you learn.
Look at the resources for a second. Look at the winning player's resources. Now look at the losing player's resources. If he can keep Bills alive, he can still easily come back. He really needed Arbalest in this game, and he made some, but he missed so many blacksmith upgrades. Come on, Red, don't resign. Would you guys agree that it would not be BM, it would not be poor form from Red to continue here with these resources? I think, well, when you have low pop, you should eventually get to a point to call the GG, but here I think you can continue. Now, if he can fit town centers back here... Oh, and he's making another onager. You can't make this up. So, Blue is going to have to somehow run down this way to raid Red's eco. Update on Blue's economy. Blue has 15 farmers, 0 lumberjacks, 3 relics. Maybe 5 soon. Blue actually is running out of resources. Okay, Red, create more vills and just get more space. Yeah, get more space for building. Oh, the great comeback is on. The great comeback is on. Whew. Also making light cav from these stables, something that Blue does not see. Blue making a new town center. Red needs to wall this area up just in case Blue thinks of raiding that way. I don't think Blue's thinking about it. I think he just queued units and forgot. Also, what in the... How long has this Treb been here? If that has Werewolf, it should fire. There's just a random Treb next to the Keshiks, and the Keshiks can't see it, so... There's actually not space for town... Actually, there might be a space for a TC right here. Isn't a TC 4x4? Yeah, you could place a town center there. What do you... Maybe it's intentional that he's house blocking this off? I think he really needs to get... Uh-oh. 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 Oh, no. Oh! Listen, just wall it up. This is like, you know, cutting off a limb so you don't get diseased in the olden times. Just wall it up and just forget about this area, all right? Oh, God, Blue's definitely paying attention. Yeah, you can still survive if you cut off this limb. Just build a gate here. A tower from Blue. I don't understand why. One bombard tower, okay. Here comes the Onager. The Treb's still there. Onager does some decent damage, but still pretty tanky cav archers. I just realized the Red doesn't have Loom. I didn't pick up on that until now. So the only thing Red's changing is the fact that light cav are coming out. I think Red, I mean, I give Red credit for continuing to try here. And I really want the comeback, but I just don't think Red has the mentality to be able to come back. I mean that, I say that respectfully, because it would take a real, for a low elo player, it would take a real god to be able to fight back from this position. We will now see, wait a second, does Blue have any Trebs? Blue, okay, expected, walling up. Blue actually doesn't have a single Trebuchet. Which means that Blue will not be able to take that castle down. Also, I like how there's a one-tile gap, so Red could still run in there with stuff. Archer ranges, oh my god. If we see a blacksmith, that's a sign that this is possible.
This looks like a community game.
Also, there was stone here the whole time, which was never mined. So that just extended the length of this video for by about 2 hours. Oh god, because the onion's gonna be much bigger this time. So buckle up. We are 1 hour and 55 minutes into the game, if you add up the total vil counts for both players, who are great late game macroers, it's 50 vils. 50 villagers between the two of them. As we now see elite longbowman. Elite longbowman. That's how to spend your resources. Sure, they're really slow to create. Sure, you need castles to create them. But you've got a castle. It's the most intimidating unit. He's been using rangy trebs. I'll use rangy archer thrower things. Now I'll see some skirms too. I mean, again, with blacksmith upgrades, skirm, light cav, longbow, it's better than everything that we're seeing from blue. Blue's using, he just clicked the stables with skirms there. He probably just went boop and right clicked. So those skirms are dying right there. Red is still trying to use this corner to build houses. Blue does have all 5 relics. You just got here. This is the lowest elo game going on right now. Blue walled with 6 or 7 different layers, and for a while there would only fight when using trebs behind his walls. Built confidence to push in towards Red's eco. Red onager cut the whole way around the outer ring, and Blue is now protecting that so he doesn't, what little eco he has doesn't get attacked again. But I think as Red is massing now, we're about to see Red with the same population as Blue. You're not far off from that. And the one thing I'll say, while there are upgrades missing for Red with the range, only having fletching, Red does have full armor upgrades on the archers. So in particular, the skirms are going to own. And the longbows. He only have 9 range. What a shame. He's rebuilding houses here. He really needs these villagers to chop wood. Oh, wow. He also needs to onager cut this area.
Ready. Mandatum.
Heading down this way.
Mandatum.
Like, when I say Red's going to do something, it happens. Remember, Blue could have run through here a long time ago. Red just made a tower there. Here go the longbows. I think this is a perfect spot for a town center. You can fit one there. That's a lot of skirmishers, 38 skirms, and that's like 100 something like Cav? Blue has long-term eco now, so a while ago I said he'd run out. He has 5 relics for gold, also has lumberjacks and farmers. Red does not have any lumberjacks. Or I lied, sorry, has some lumberjacks. But does not have any farmers. But still has 5,000 gold banks. Still has the potential to get the relics back. Still has 9,000 food banks, so... Longbows against scouts and halberdiers. Well, I mean, upgrades are missing, but the longbows should do pretty well there. Keep in mind, longbows only have 40 HP, though. If they don't kill things, they do die pretty quickly. It's 190 pop for both. What a game, man. What a game. Thank you very much, Astimus for the Prime, Sir Nomer for 25, Redo Twitch for the 20 months. If it was not for the support of these subs, I wouldn't be doing freaking Low Elo Legends. I wouldn't be here. Thank you guys. This game would have never been seen if it wasn't for all of you guys out there. I wouldn't have even been able to tell you pre-DE that I'd ever be doing something like this. And absolutely proud to be doing it. Yeah, the boar is still there. I noticed that earlier. What's funny is a raid here doesn't really hurt Blue, except for the relics. If Red gets those relics, that'd be hilarious. Because remember, at one point it was Red who had 2, and then it was Blue who had 3, and then that would flip-flop that. There's a castle now for player, who I think is still buying stone. What's the price? 266 gold to buy 100 stone. So maybe did mine some of that. But look at Blue's point of view. He thinks red is dead. He doesn't, as far as he can see, red only has 50 pop. That's what's amazing about this. He sees maybe 30 military units. He doesn't see any villagers. But little does he know, red has stuff everywhere. And here come those longbows. And here comes red behind it. Red really wants to get a town center over here. Maybe some production buildings. Fight in the tunnel. Now, meanwhile, red is going to need houses. These houses are going to be taken down. I like how blue is healing up his units. That's cute. Blue might need to send something back here to deal with this. Rambo, normally this would be a legend video, but this is, both players have done legendary things here. So this game, this is definitely one where I won't put Low Elo Legends in the title just because it's so special. It will still be part of the playlist, but this is in its own category. I mean, Red's determination. Someone said a while ago, I would have GG'd. I would have resigned. And Red's still fighting, and he fought back from 40 pop to 200. And now he's town center dropping this wood line and attacking the gate. What's Blue's reaction to this? It's funny how Blue made these walls to make it awkward for the enemy to get through to his base. But now it's awkward for him to get back to his base. And here comes Red. Out of nowhere, look at Blue's point of view. Blue's got to be freaking out. It's full-on panic time now for player 744104540. Suddenly, you're getting... Oh, God. No. Oh, God. You're kidding me. This is why you don't click buildings with... Well, the longbows are all dying over there. But anyways, back over here. Skirmishers and light cav. It's going down. Blue in full post-imp DM mode, queuing up what he can. Still wish Red had upgrades. Doesn't have upgrades, which is so important. There's a bombard cannon in there. Oh, no, that's a bombard tower, I heard. Skirm's doing work here. Over here, the town center's been garrisoned, and here are more longbows. Yeah, just make a siege workshop. Don't play that little game where you click a gate. Guys, Blue has more population. Blue has more eco. If Red had Bracer, if he had Bodkin, if he had Bracer, I'd think very differently this whole situation. Fortunately, his ranged units not doing enough damage. Then again, Blue doesn't have any defense or attack upgrades on the Halbs. But Halbs are a pretty sick unit. Also, as I've talked about, long-term eco. It is better for Blue because Blue has relics and because Blue has some economy. Now, what Red really needs is to get some Trebs over here to Treb down the castle and the tower. Because he really needs to break this position so he can breathe again. And Blue, oh my god, what a play. This would be Britain Cav Archers, oof. At one Treb. That Treb, if that Treb takes that castle out, that might actually be one of the big keys for Blue to win this game. 1,098 kills for Blue. Make it 1,100 in a second. Red needs to react, and Red is not reacting here. No patrol.
Ready.
Not sure if Blue's even patrolling. Blue's paying attention to that at the time. And we also have a siege workshop from Blue, who and he's just making a Mangonel, no onager. But even that will be pretty good. It's 75 pop versus 105 pop, so both players struggling. Blue's actually researching onager now. Red, I think... I mean, he stopped the queue. And I think he might be microing over here right now. He seems really distracted. Whereas Blue also stopped queuing a bit, but did take out that castle. That's huge. Yep. So you look at Red, desperate to take out the Treb, too late. And Cav Archers, oh, it's such a waste of gold. And such a poor unit with Britons, too. No, red! Don't do this! Make siege units! Oh, guys, never, ever make this mistake at home. Thing is, your longbows, they'll automatically attack the enemy buildings if you sit them next to it on attack stance. And then if units arrive and get anywhere near those longbows, the longbows will prioritize the units. But if you give them the command and say, sir, you must attack that gate, they will do that to the death if they have to. Oh! That sums this game up right there. That sums this entire game up right there. Oh, man. Blue. I mean, the guy's making knights and camels. He has elite step lancer and elite Keshik. He refuses to make Keshik and step lancers. He's going to make the units he hasn't fully upgraded. And whoa, 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 whoa. Counterattack time. Red forgot he had this Treb here for about an hour. And the knights have no upgrades. Sneaky trebuchets. Blue probably has just clicked those trebs. And blue is sending villagers this way. I assumed a wall. Something he's done a good job of in this game. I think the treb will go down. And the castle will stay up. Red's no longer... It doesn't look like Red believes in the dream anymore. You know, I hate to see someone give up on life, but I think that's where we're at. Now, Red, please. Please, remember, these games are going down live. It's okay. I was going to say, please,
Ready.
just call it and don't be the guy who delays this for another hour. Wow. Well, props to him for not continuing to drag it on any longer. In theory, he could have tried that reboom, but if it didn't work, that heroic time with the cut and the sneaky longbows, then he probably would not be able to do it. What a game. The lowest elo players playing online right now, and they delivered, and then some. 1,168 units killed by player 744104540, who apparently frequently picks Tatars and Arena. He also picks Portuguese on Arena. I want to investigate this player. I'm not saying I'll do it now, but since I'm doing YouTube content later this evening, I feel like it's probably a good idea to investigate his profile. Because if he plays like that with Tatars,
hype, T90 low.
my guess is he might also make Vitorias and play Legend of Wall style with Portuguese. All right. No, he didn't play on an Xbox. He didn't play on an Xbox. It means he's using the Microsoft Store. 90,000 food collected. And this is interesting. More wood, stone, and gold collected by blue. Relic gold paid off, though. That was 6,000 additional gold there. That wasn't the difference, but I also think blue expanding with the early walls.
Would be a cool series if pro players took over Low Elo Legends games at 30 to 40 minutes point.
And if he hadn't walled, he might have been pressured by these supplies, which we never saw real use of. But blue's whole strategy at the start was just to section off quarters of the map, make it awkward for red to push. Oh my god. What a timeline. So, I have a question for you guys. In terms of skill, right? I'm not talking about winning the game. I'm talking about mechanics. The things you need to do. Upgrades, eco, fighting, things of that nature. Which player do you think is better of the two of them? If you had to pick one, let's say it's an Arabia game, so an open map, which person do you pick? We have a lot of people saying blue right now. I think if it's an open map, blue just gets stomped. But I also think that blue's late game prowess was really good. I mean, red, we'd be saying the same about red if the little cut through would have worked. Red don't know basic counters, exclamation mark. Okay. And you think blue, who made trebuchets and sat behind walls, knew basic counters. I mean, that's far from basic, actually. That's advanced counters. He did make Halbs. He made Keshiks. He made Knights. He made Camp. I don't think that either of them really knew, actually. I just think that it was a grind and a half. See, I think that this is what I think really ruined the game for Red. Do you guys remember that moment where he lost all of his arbs? So he lost all of his Arbalest. I know half the people who are here right now were not here for that moment. He lost them to Scorpions. Now, he lost them while he was distracted, but he also didn't have the blacksmith upgrades on them. And that matters a lot. So I think in Red's eyes, he was thinking about going archers, and then the archers died, and he said, well, those things aren't very good. I guess I won't make them, right? Instead of realizing, why aren't they good? Oh, I need to get upgrades. So he'll rewatch this, and he'll just be kicking himself like crazy. But Blue also didn't have any upgrades on, like, no blacksmith upgrades on infantry or cav. Like, was fighting with bloodlines, and that's it. I mean, so it's not as if... I can't say that either of them did a really good job in those areas. What a game, though. What a game. Salutes in chat for both of them. I love how player has the absolute audacity. Might not be the best with the fast castle times. Might not really be the type of person who normally would be expected to play online. But Blue said, you know what? I'm going to pony up and I'm going to play my way. And my way is on Arena and dragging the games on with mass amounts of stonewalls. And then Yellow Stranger Danger, I think, didn't know what to do, got extremely overwhelmed by the task, and spent a very long time onager cutting around the trees when a lot of other people would have just GG'd. So props to Red as well, because it would have been so easy for him to say, you know what, I'm not going to waste 2 hours on this. This is not worth my time. It's not worth some fancy schmancy internet points. I'm out of here. And he continued to play. So, wow, what a game. Now, if you saw this on YouTube, this is still Low Elo Legends technically. I have no clue what my title is going to be right now. Maybe people on Twitch can give me an idea. But we do Low Elo Legends on Tuesdays, if you ever want to stop by. I can't promise it'll be quite this crazy, but this player guy has been playing a lot. Started playing in September, and as you can see, has played like quite a few games every day over the last week. So I'm so tempted to do it on stream. But yeah, look, Arena Incas didn't work out. Arena Portuguese didn't work out. Arena Portuguese did work out. Arena Portuguese. I wish I could see how long these games were. They've got to be really, really long. Holy moly. Cutting of the onion. The Onion King. Yeah, the onion thing's pretty funny. I don't know. I'll think of ideas. But yeah, hope everyone on YouTube enjoys that. I will be rewatching that later.